A woman is standing at a traffic signal when suddenly a man rides past on a white horse. His personality is so striking that people instantly pull out their phones to take pictures, but he doesn't pay attention to anyone. The woman, who is a police officer, gets angry and honks to stop him. As the man reaches the signal, he looks around in shock at this strange world. He is actually from another world, a king named Dhruv, who has come here searching for the person who saved him in his childhood. The police officer catches up to him, and the moment Dhruv sees her, he freezes. She looks exactly like the woman who once saved his life. But instead of recognizing him, she scolds him for breaking traffic rules and orders him to get off the horse. Dhruv steps down with attitude, walks closer, checks her ID card, and suddenly hugs her, saying this is how he welcomes her. The officer is completely confused. Dhruv claims he is a king, but she thinks it's nonsense. Pointing at a billboard, he says this world is ruled by a queen and he wants to meet her. He also asks her to take care of his horse. Convinced he's crazy, she arrests him for breaking the law and misbehaving with a police officer, and even takes his horse to the station. During interrogation, Dhruv says no one is allowed to speak his name. He has no ID, no records, nothing, so they lock him in jail. He refuses to sit on the ground, insisting he's a king, but no one listens. Later, he's taken for medical tests. Though he resists, the tests come back negative and he's released. Before leaving, he asks the officer to help him find a hotel. When she asks for money, he breaks a button from his shirt and says it's a diamond. She laughs, but when it's tested, it turns out to be extremely valuable. Later, Dhruv sees an old childhood photo and is shocked, saying the man in it looks like his bodyguard. This convinces him even more that this truly is another world. Meanwhile, the officer finds his horse outside her house, which stresses her out. She angrily calls Dhruv and threatens to sell the horse if he doesn't come. Dhruv rushes over immediately and again asks her to take care of it. The next day, he keeps calling her and saying strange things, like questioning why people taste food before eating. At a hotel, he even insists on eating leftover food that others have already tasted, confusing everyone. The officer tries to feed his horse carrots, but it refuses, so she calls Dhruv. Later, she meets him at the office and notices many women gathered around him giving him love letters. She realizes people come there just to see him. They go to a fried chicken place. Dhruv picks up a piece of chicken, smells it, but doesn't eat it. When she asks why, he explains he has never eaten food that wasn't tested first. Eventually, hungry, he gathers courage and eats it and instantly declares it the most delicious food in the world. The shopkeeper is impressed by his style. Dhruv asks for pre-tasted food again, but when told to pay first, he's shocked by the price and ends up just drinking plain water. At that moment, one of the officer's co-workers arrives with a big dish. Dhruv looks at the large meal in the co-worker's hands and then at his own glass of water, silently slipping the glass into his pocket. The officer talks to her co-worker, ignoring Dhruv. In a royal tone, Dhruv asks the co-worker about his relationship with the officer. The co-worker mocks him, calling him crazy. This angers Dhruv, who warns him to watch his words or face severe punishment, but the co-worker ignores him. Later, it's revealed the co-worker is taking the officer to a movie. Dhruv insists on going with them, but she tells him to spend time with his horse instead. After she leaves, Dhruv looks sad. The officer worries he might still be waiting for her, so she returns and finds him exactly where she left him. When she asks why he didn't leave, Dhruv says she can't treat him like this because she's the only person he knows in this world. Still, she doesn't believe him and tells him to see a doctor using the money from his diamond. But Dhruv says he has no money left. When she mentions his family must be worried, he misunderstands and calls them enemies, shocking her. He then says he has no one. After that, he declares he has made a decision to give her a special status. She now believes he's completely insane. Dhruv takes her to a bamboo forest, claiming it's the place where he entered this world and where he can return. He says there should be 2 pillars, lightning, and the sound of a flute for the time portal to open, but nothing happens.
The officer laughs it off and says his DNA report will arrive soon, which will settle everything. The next day, Dhruv meets a man he knows and warns him to stay away, blaming him for getting him arrested. To impress him, he offers him a high position, but the man thinks he's crazy. Dhruv angrily threatens to take him to his world and punish him. Meanwhile, the officer receives the DNA report. It doesn't match anyone in this world. Shocked, she gets a call confirming how unique and royal his horse is. All the pieces start to fit together, suggesting Dhruv truly isn't from this world. That night, she meets Dhruv again, determined to learn the truth. She offers him a drink, but he refuses, saying he never consumes anything without it being tested. She seriously asks if he's really from another world. Dhruv says this is something that should remain hidden, but she doesn't give up and asks him, has anyone else come to this world like him?